This is Diplomacy, a monstrous grandfather of a board game. It's very influential, as it's one of the first ever board games to be based entirely around the concept of betrayal. And to this day, nothing can top it for me, not even Among Us. We'll get a little more into it later, but the wonderful thing about Diplomacy is you need to know very little about how the game works to both play it and, in your case, enjoy the fireworks. Since the whole point of this game is to sit in a Discord call and yell at each other.
Oh, you Pedro, rat!
The year is 1901, and Europe is at war. 7 players control 7 countries: Britain, France, Italy, Germany, Russia, Austria-Hungary, and Turkey. There are 2 ways to end the game of Diplomacy. Either one player wins, or all surviving players agree to a tie. There are no alliance wins, winner takes all. To win, you need to capture just 18 of the 34 supply points on the map. Don't be scared, that's just these territories here with a star on them. For each supply point you have, you get to build 1 unit, meaning the bigger you get, the stronger you get. There are 2 parts of every game turn, the diplomacy phase and the war phase. During the diplomacy phase, you and your friends hop back and forth between Discord calls, doing all the secret talks and negotiations necessary to convince other people to help you do what you need to do. Once the timer runs out, everybody comes back together and writes down their orders on little note cards, because here's where the genius lies. Everyone writes the orders for their armies on the cards and then places them together in the middle. They're then flipped and the war phase begins. All the attacks, the backstabs, the betrayals, all of them happen at the same time. So you never know if you've been backstabbed this turn until it is far too late. So real quick to wrap up, there are 2 turns per year, the spring turn and the fall turn. These are identical, except territories aren't captured until the fall, and you can only build units in the fall. The animations will usually show these stripes to signal a province is occupied but not secured. Speaking of units, there are just 2 types of unit: the army, which stays on the land, and the fleet, which stays in the ocean or on coastal tiles. They can both do the same things, with the one exception being that a fleet can convoy an army across the sea. There are 3 other things a unit can do. They can hold position, they can move to another province, or they can support another unit moving to another province. This is because only 1 unit can sit in a province at a time, so if you want to take something from someone, you need 2 armies to do it. This also means that if 2 armies try to move to the same place at the same time, they bounce back to where they started. And because you all start on the same footing, that other army you need to help you dislodge the enemy is usually someone else's. You see how it all fits together? Only one person can win, but to win, you have to work together. But that's it. Again, don't worry about understanding a thing. It's very clear what's going on, and the main entertainment is in the screaming and crying anyway.
No way!
Every single
fucking way! No fucking way! I am fuming! That's why you betrayed me in Belgium!
That's why.